Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast with Hype. This is episode 151. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. That's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. Ah, man, very special guest in the building, reoccurring guest in the building. We've been trying to make this one happen for a little bit of time, but reintroduce yourselves to the audience. Gentlemen,
What's going on, good people? It's your boy Smooth. Y'all remember me? I've been on here a few times, formerly of the GFT radio show. Me and my boy Hunt go back a little minute now. Uh, so that's who I be. Like I said, like he said, we've been waiting for a minute to do this. So this is one of my favorite topics right here.
Ryan Taylor, public servant, committee man, 36 ward, 7th division. I'm on a few boards, Friends of Wharton Square Park, Friends of FDR Park, and I'm the vice president of the South Philly Sigma Sharks.
you left out the most important part. I'm from Bonzo Street, nigga.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm from Bonzo Street, of course. Of course.
All right, my man Smooth is another one. Y'all heard the girls split up though last week. Shouts out to them for coming on. T Stokes, my guy. Smooth is another one of those I'm retired folks, which I told him you will always have a safe space here to get your stuff off. And I knew that this is one that's right up his alley. I will always give Smooth the credit for this. He told me this a very long time ago. Don't get mad at the other person when you can improve your argument. You gotta do the homework on those situations. This is what this episode is all about. I'm trying to get my man on here. So they have another special guest jump in while we're recording this one. But if he comes, he comes. But this one is about the election. Election 24. We're talking the presidential situation. Things were a lot more goofy when it was Biden versus Trump. But I really don't even like to do like current events because I like these to be evergreen. But this is one of those things where it's like I feel that this is important enough we need to talk about it. So we got my man Ryan, future mayor of the city, on to talk about this one, and my man Smooth, who's always looking for the other candidates. So election 2024. Ryan, open your eyes. Talk to me. You start this one off. What are we doing with the election for 2024? Do we have any hope? Is there anything? What do we have to say to the people? How do we go about this one?
Yes, we have hope. There's always hope, man. I personally think some of the policies that's on the table, stuff that's going to affect the everyday lives of people. And I'm talking about all three of us on this podcast. I think those things, the light will be shed on those type of things on our everyday life, especially how the economy has been. I know you guys are tired of going to the market and you spend $150 and you got four things. And I just think, I
Marcus,
think
you
that
going
kind
to,
of,
man. I get two for being 50.
oh, well, all right, well, I tried, you know what I'm saying? But I think those type of things will get better. Also, I think job creation will get better. I think the issue with a lot of folks now is since the COVID thing happened, folks were accustomed to not going to work. I mean, I was taught if you don't work, you don't eat. And I'm quite sure we all were taught that. But this new group of people, they don't believe that. They're waiting for another, I guess, shutdown and hella checks to be cut and all types of grants you can apply, whatever. All this free money. That's what they're waiting for. And the economy don't roll unless we're going out and we're making money. And a lot of people staying home. And I think that's with this election. I think that change. I think uh, Kamala Harris. I urge people to go back to work. She'll open up new jobs and just more stuff. Me personally, I'm going to participate in the election, but like I was saying before, I'm not really a national politic kind of person because I feel like the president is just a face. Um, the real the real ones is the Congress and the Supreme Court, and I call them the oxygen tank warriors. You know what I'm saying? Because they just old and they won't give it up. And I think presidential elections get you off task. They hype you up for this election, knowing 2 years later we got Supreme Court and we got Congress, and people don't be focused on that stuff. They're focused on this presidential election, and like I said before, Congress and Supreme Court. That's what we really need to be focused on. So that's my spiel. And of course, your statewide elections and your local elections. I tell guys from around the way all the time, man. Well, especially when judges are running, I try my best to bring judges to the hood that's running, so I could sit my guys down and let them know. Well, this judge don't like black males from 18 to 26. So you guys in your 30s and your 40s, you might be safe. You 18 to 26 dudes, you might be fucked. Um, you need to know this. You need to know who you going in front of. Or if they're going to be lean, if they're going to be fair, if you think they have a little racism in them, you need to know this kind of stuff. So I'm more focused on the local stuff, but I will participate in this national deal. And there's no beef against Trump. It's just I just don't like I don't like his politics. I don't and he plays with politics. I don't think it's nothing to play with when there's people lives on the line.
So let me
So,
jump in here before you go, Smooth. This was something that we talked about before. Me and Big Dan. Shouts out to Big Dan from BTG. Uh, it should be like a criteria for voting, like 12th grade, because you know that these people are now going to go out into the world and have the right to vote. We need to be already preparing these 17, some already 18-year-olds for your different elections, your local politics before you could get to the national situation. The thing that everybody does at 18 is I'm a Democrat, so I'm voting Democrat. I'm a Republican, so I'm voting Republican. Or nobody in my life is emphasizing voting at all, so I'm not even voting. Regardless to the fact that you know if this person is for you or against you, if they got policies and things that you like, you don't know none of that because you didn't do none of that homework. You just either went just so you can get the sticker that says I voted, or you just didn't go because it wasn't a thing that was important in your situation. Them local situations are very important because them local situations, like you just said, are the ones that affect things. Me and Ryan, full disclosure for people who don't know, we from the same exact blocks. We know the same exact niggas that's in jail. And when the person sends him to jail, I make sure, okay, when it's time to vote, you sent my man to jail. Why are we not voting for you? You weren't a fair, like, now we're not going to just everybody's innocent type situation. But if these situations where it's like, hold up, but y'all got evidence that this happened and that happened and you didn't pay none of that attention, then we can't vote for this guy just because he's with us. Like, and that's the thing that people don't emphasize. That's the thing that people don't do the homework on. Again, Smooth, give you the credit for this. People don't do that homework. People don't try to improve those situations. People don't try to look at it. They just go, just like Chris Rock said when Barack first ran, he's black, I'm black, so I guess that's why. Like that's why I'm voting for it. And sometimes that ain't cool. Sometimes that ain't good because sometimes them niggas ain't. Some every nigga ain't your nigga. Like, so Smooth, go ahead. Election 2024. Where we at with this one?
Man, it's the regular clown show, man. The clown show every 4 years, the circus. I'm more like Ryan, like I'm gonna participate. And to your point, as far as I never entertained the vote or die or getting everybody to vote because, like you said, me personally, I don't think everybody qualified to vote.
Copy.
Yeah, I'm so sincere on that. I always go back to my very first experience voting. Growing up, my grandma was a Democrat, great grandma. I lived with her. She was like a diehard Democrat. And I mean, from the other previous politics, my dad was a Republican from the projects, weird, straight Republican, hardcore. So like I used to get two different point of views from politics, which made me form my own point of view and study politics, But I remember when I first went to go vote, I'm in there, they putting up, it wasn't a national, it was a local election. And this is why we also talk about local elections are important. I've never, at that point in time, I never thought about the local election, only about the mayor. Okay, I'm going there and vote for mayor. But it was these other things like freeholder, councilwoman. I'm like, well, who are these people?
Who these niggas?
Yeah, like ain't nobody ever tell me about these niggas. Like, who these people? You feel
like,
me?
who's Clarence Walker? I never heard of this before.
Like I don't know what's what. I'm sitting there. I don't even know what a freeholder does. I'm like, y'all got me. I'm in here voting for this man. I don't even know where his job is. Whatever. Boom. So I'm just hitting the joints. Voted. I walked out. And like I felt empty. Like, man, what did I just do? Am I supposed to be proud of what I just did? I don't even know what I just did. I don't know who I voted for. I could just say I voted. You
Get a
feel
sticker.
me? So I felt so bad after that. So that's when I went and I really started doing my due diligence of who to vote for. And as far as Kamala and Donald, like Ryan mentioned, I think Donald Trump is just a figurehead. I don't even think the Republicans really want him. They just know he popular. You feel me? So they're using them to push their policies. I didn't realize what I didn't realize is how much people really hated, how much Democrats really hated Joe Biden. Like I really underestimated they true disgust. Like they felt bad for voting for him, and they got him the fuck up out of there. And you see how they rallying behind Kamala. I think they got to win what they just did with the prescription drugs.
Break that one
With
down.
lowering
Break
the
that one down.
prices. You feel me? I think that was a win for them. So I think that helped boost her numbers. I think their issue is going to be the Palestine and Israeli conflict. Because a lot of Americans split on that. I know you could just imagine my point of view on that. I don't want to get in too deep on that. But, I think they have an issue with that. As far as Trump go, like I said, he don't really got no policies. He just, like I always said, he was the result of the Obama administration. The white people hated Obama was in there so long that they wanted him in there. You feel me? So he's the result of that, in my opinion. That's why I call this a circus show, like the good brother was mentioning earlier. What's more important is the local elections, learning what's going on there. As far as this go, one thing that is important is Trump the president get to elect the Supreme Court, or the judges they want to go to the Supreme Court. And right now, sorry if I'm mistaken, I think he got 2 in last time he was president. I think he
Didn't he
got
get
2
more?
in
I
there.
think he got more than that, didn't he?
He might have. He might. Yeah,
Yeah.
he might have. That's what I say. I may be mistaken. And if he get more in, that's just going to further. I think there's going to be a lot of regrets and a lot of policies that support certain groups, including Black people. So, but like I said, I'm not big of a fan of either candidate, to be honest with you. And like I said, like you mentioned earlier, I tell people to always research the other candidates. It's not just a 2-party system. You feel me? They doing my brother Cornel West dirty out there. They're not letting him get on ballots. You feel me? Now something okay, well, we don't want him on the ballot, split the vote. And that's what I hate about politics, about national politics and its party system. Like who told you to split the vote? You feel me? Who told you your vote? Why do you expect my vote? Because I'm Black. You talk about he split, like I should be able to choose who I want to choose and not be guilt tripped into voting for this particular person or not.
But that goes into what you said about the first time you voted. Everybody gets the same structure of you're a Democrat or you're a Republican based off nothing of your own thoughts, ideas, feelings, or nothing. Like you said, your grandmom did it with you. My mom did it with me. I'm sure Ryan's mom did it with him, where they didn't explain to you, like, hey, this is why we are, this are the policies that this person believes in. This is the job that this person, they just telling you you're a Democrat, so this is what we're doing. Same way other people get told you're a Republican and this is what we're doing. And it's up to you to you'll do that the first couple of years just because it's like, all right, we voting today. People died for this. We gotta go vote. We gotta go vote. But I really don't have a clue what I'm doing. My problem with the election this year was these 2 people that they presented, these 2 80-some-year-old men that they presented to us. This boy is just flat out. He's flat out just racist, and this boy is sending millions of dollars to kill Muslims every day. So I can't vote for either one of you niggas. Like that's just me. Do with that what you will. That's why I'm like, we had to figure out like who can we vote for? What is the situation? You gotta break something down to me and make me understand, and you gotta give me something to believe in here or something to go with here before I go in. Because I've been plenty of times I went to go vote as I became an older adult where it was like, okay, I read about you, I watched a couple of videos on you. Like you just said, the freeholder. I don't know what this is, so I'm not voting for neither one of you niggas. because I don't know neither one of you. And I don't want
And
to
that's
put
why,
one of you. I don't
not
want
to
to put
cut,
one of y'all in this situation and it's like, oh well damn, why y'all put him in? Because you voted for him, dummy. Go ahead.
and that's why I mentioned Cornell West. Like, do I think he ever had a shot of winning? Or no. But I tell people, like, go research his policies. Go see if he even think like you or you think like him. You feel me? Go cast a vote for him if some of y'all ideologies align or whatever. To send a message like to the rest of to the other two parties, the dominant parties, like we not vibing with y'all. Y'all not, you feel me? Y'all playing with us. Y'all don't just have our votes. Y'all really have to talk to us because they're not really talking to the American people. You feel me? They're not talking to the average person walking around here. That's why we keep talking about local politics. That national politics, they don't really care about us, bro.
This
You
is the
feel me?
one
They
thing I
really
hate. The one thing I hate that we always do. Nobody has done this, and thank you for not doing it. What they gonna do for me? Obama came in, that nigga ain't do nothing for me. Nobody told you when anybody got elected at any point was, hey Ryan, we're gonna get you an extra $600 a week for your paycheck, specifically you, that we gonna
mm,
cash you out because such and such became the mayor, a councilman, a committee leader, a chairperson. Nobody has ever told you that. So I wish
So
people would stop saying that because that is never a thing. You should never vote for anything. You should also never complain when you go to the market and you get two things for $150 because you decided not to vote. So if you're the first person, if you're the person who decides not to have an opinion, then just shut up and take it now because you
so
decided that you were out on that. Go ahead, bro.
so with me working
They
in
gave
that
you the
field.
extra 600. That's crazy.
No, I ain't getting but so that's what I explained to him because they focus like my boss for sure. He loves this. He loves this political thing, and I tell him, I say, bro, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm in your corner because you're in Harrisburg so much, you're going to forget kind of about where you come from, and it's not on purpose. It's just you're here all the time, and I tell them all the time, like, yo, bro, why, like, what's up with the young guys? Why they won't vote? I'm like, well, just tell me, like, why would they vote? Like, what's going to be done for them? And we had these tough conversations, and now he's starting to understand. That's why he's heavy on criminal justice reform because a lot of guys, what I mean, people made their mistakes, cool, but to keep killing them while they out here, they can't like make no money for themselves or feed their family. That narrative has gotten kind of old. The narrative is old, so that's why you need criminal justice reform. And that's like I said, I'm always on my boss. Like when it's asked about that, like yo, bro, we got to get more opportunities for these guys. All right, they fucked up. He's telling me this guy did some shit in '94. Nigga, I was born '91.
mm.
Fuck, like, come on, bro. Like, let him go. Like, oh man, it
It's
was a
not.
hard crime. It was a hard crime. So why let him out? Like that'd be my argument. And then of course it lead. So I work for House Representatives. So some of them issues. A lot of it's with court, and that's why I tell people it's important of who these judges are going to be because they're either going to eventually make your life better or your life you're just going to be fucked for the rest of your life. You might as well just stay in jail. Like I feel like if you maxed out, he maxed out. Now the thing is, you're supposed to get rehabilitated in there, right? Are you really rehabilitated? Are you really doing that? I don't think the system. I don't think the system caters to the person who's locked up because you're not preparing them to come back out here and be
I'm
a
about to
productive
say
citizen.
the system is not designed for him to come out and be a productive member of
But
society. The person that gets locked up at 19
hmm,
and he got like 10 years. The person at 19 and then like he ain't the same person at 29 or he shouldn't be.
but that's my
But
problem with the
that's
judges and the DAs. That's my problem because y'all sent them up there for that, right? Y'all ain't think y'all should follow this. Yo, we need to make sure when he come back, he could be a taxpaying citizen.
well, we
That's
want you
the
to come
goal.
back. that ain't the goal for them. The goal for them is to keep you up there, is to charge you with something else, for you to do something young and dumb while you still 21, 22, for you to get something else, to get yourself some more time so that we can get some more, we can keep this we can keep this ball rolling, because jail is a business. We all know that. Like,
It
excuse me,
is.
not jail. The prison system is a
Prison,
business.
it is, man. I think it's prison, man. It's like I said, it's like guys are coming home.
That's a whole nother episode though. That's not even.
Yeah. Like I said, I was thinking in the political thing, but I mean, like the example you made before about the mirror thing, right? People thinking that is all her fault with the tent stuff, right? And she's not even the one that proposed the bill.
Mute your camera, Sleeves.
No, it's not. And it's not freedom to
Sleeves,
tell
mute the TV, bro.
their body.
He in his bag.
Go ahead. What you saying about the
So
tea
like with the
situation?
mirror, like with the mirror thing and the council person thing, right? So people been going crazy. Yo, man, I ain't messing with the mayor, man. She did this tent ban, and I'm like, no, that's not how it work. What you mean? She ain't bring that bill out. Who did? Some councilman named Driscoll from the Northeast. He got the bill. He put it in front of her, and she passed the bill. This was never her idea. So that's another thing. I'm like, people, you don't know who's messing with your life. You trying to put the blame on her because she approved it. But what if it never came on her desk? She wouldn't have came up with that. You gun hole voting for the mayor, but you ain't vote for you ain't figure out who your council person was.
But that's to go back to what Smooth was talking about. You don't even know what the hell the council person is, what they do, and you never even seen this nigga's name before.
Nasty
Because
work.
because you just went in there and went, all right, I'm gonna just hit the Republican joint and bang everybody Republican. I'm gonna hit the Democrat and bang everybody Democrat.
And that goes to your point, huh? It's like I think certain things should be mandatory in school. You feel me? And the political system should be mandatory that
That should be a major. That should be like a major elective type situation. That you need 4 math credits to graduate, nigga. You need
Exactly.
2 of these.
Yeah, but that
Exactly.
but that might go to your prison answer. Yeah, she said they want them up there. Said they want them up there, right?
What's going on,
They
brother? Can y'all hear me?
Stuff, right? So you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta.
I'm coming right to you now, Sleeves. But
No, I just want to make sure you can hear me clear.
What should be happening and what is happening is 2 totally different things. We know that. That's why I always tell people the words are important. I said they should do this. Like you talking about when a nigga gets locked up and now we got 20 years or 30 years because the nigga gonna be 42 and y'all gonna still talk about what he did when he was 20. Like these situations shouldn't be like this. Why can't I get a job doing what the hell ever because at 19 I had an armed robbery joint? I'm a 42-year-old, probably grandfather at this point. Like I'm a totally different guy, or I should be. Some people might be 42, still 19, because you know how them situations go. But we shouldn't put everybody in that same box. Now, I told y'all we may have another special guest sliding in at the end. Here is my man right here, my man Sleaze, reoccurring guest to the podcast. Sleaze, we're talking the election. We're talking about the options that we have on the board here. I know this is one of your situations. What do we have here, Sleaze? Break this one down for us. What are your thoughts? What are your ideas? Give it to us.
Well, what's going on, fellas? I'm trying to get my camera back in place, but to then, me personally, like somebody said something about I jumped at somebody saying they need to teach it in school, whatever. At one time, politicians didn't have nothing to do with school. Had nothing to do with nobody but really the people voicing their opinion. And you know, one day come out, you vote, and that's it. You dig me? To now, one day then turned into 8 days for our opinion to get heard. You understand? So now when you look at it, the people that had voices for that one day, their voices now got override by a corporation by what? Multiple days of counting votes. You understand? If we got 100 people here today right now to vote, y'all, it shouldn't be no more than less than what? 99 to 100. Not that we got to count more votes. One day. And this is what's happening. We're counting votes to the person that we think that the people like or we put there have the number of votes to win the election. And we see that right there don't work for the people.
What you think about the what you think about not even the two candidates? Because Smooth said somebody else. What was main man's name? We got more than two candidates, but what do you think about the two, uh, Trump and Kamala?
Well, personally, right, I tell people we gotta act like we didn't hear and see what we heard and seen. Okay? We gotta stop acting like we didn't hear and see what we heard and seen. Meaning the same things that they use against these young kids, video camera, voices of gunshots on these cameras. You seeing it, you hearing it, and then you seeing somebody run away. Okay? You're seeing it. I'm an Indian. You're hearing it. She's the first Indian. Now you're seeing the first Black. You're hearing the first Black. What did you see first and what did you hear first? You understand? Like, we got to stop acting like we didn't see this in 2015. We didn't see this in 2009, and now we're in 2024 hearing something else. And then when we hear somebody say stuff like, oh, the Black jobs are getting taken away from the Black people, we got to stop acting like we don't know what the Black jobs is, y'all. The NTAs, the waterfront, the laborers who build bricks around here, moms and grandmas who work inside these hotels on Packer Avenue and stuff like that. This is the Black job. We always not now or what? A nursing assistant that we got. Half of y'all niggas don't want to take care of y'all grandmoms. When the fuck y'all was living under her roof? But now you got multiple fucking clients? Let's make it make sense, y'all. We acting like we don't see and hear what we're seeing and hearing now, and no, that body of work is not in that person. And this is why we're fucked up right now.
So what you think about Trump now?
I'm gonna say it about him. It's not about the R, it's not about the fucking D. I'm not even one of them. When I sit down, I see and I hear clearly. I see from George W. Bush, the father, to Bill Clinton, to some kids who might not know 5 presidents in the world, but know every rapper. I'm gonna walk you through something. Bill Clinton, the other Bush, the son, Barack Obama, the first Black president, to Donald Trump. What do they all got in common? They all president. Now, the first 4 I just named, what do they got in common? War. Okay? When it's war, who money do they use, people? They use taxpayers' money. Okay? So all the presidents that is named did 8, 4, 8, whatever, multiple years. Y'all never seen a dime. But 2016, y'all got Donald Trump to come in there. I don't give a fuck about the D or the R. I'm just showing y'all facts. He come in 2016 as this president, and the only thing he stand out with is no fucking war. No war, okay? That's number one. Just picture it. I just showed y'all 4 presidents that gave y'all war and went to war with your taxpayer money. So now I'm showing you another president came in 2016 and gave y'all no war. But he gave y'all money back to y'all without y'all not owing nothing. Fuck all that pandemic is all this and that. No. It wasn't a war, and this is taxpayer money with no fucking strings attached. It's not a D thing, it's not an R thing. It's fucking facts and what's fucking right. When it's no war, guess what? Y'all got money. Y'all can take care of your own self. But when there's a war, y'all gotta fund everybody's dumb shit. And guess what? Y'all lose out, and y'all politicians speak for y'all, they pocket get rich. Now let's go mathematics. Let's think about a politician make about $189,000, $250,000 a year. Give a fuck, you get 10 terms in that motherfucker. Everybody put a calculator out. At the end of the day, you should not walk out that bitch tax paid Are taxes coming out your shit no more than what $2.5 million? How the fuck is y'all coming out millionaires, 48 millions, 27 million, 30 millions? Now let's look at the presidents again. All y'all motherfuckers made money. But Donald Trump, the businessman, when he came president, he lost money. Not a Democrat, not a Republican. Is right is right, wrong is wrong. What is the fucking evidence showing us, y'all? Let's go back to the kids. This just ran past the camera. And after we heard the gunshots, the evidence showing us that what? He just shot some fucking body. The evidence on this side in politics showing that y'all motherfuckers over here is robbing the people. Facts.
All right,
So why are we getting
Ryan, what do you think about the argument that Sleeves just laid out?
He made several great points. I don't think it's the way it goes with the money thing. Trump didn't make that call. That was the D guys that made that call. His name was just on the check. He has for his name to be on the check. The D guys made that call and get that money back.
Yeah, I take that one.
Hold up. Let him,
I'm
let him
just
get it
trying.
out.
I agree. I heard that already though. Well, that's why I'm agreeing with it because he's right about that. The D guys made that call. He told them if my name ain't going to check, I ain't getting nothing out. So I'm not going to lie because I heard that already. That's right, brother. Go ahead.
No, that's to me that's just nasty work by Trump. Like, what? I don't care if they get the bread, but like if my name ain't on the check, they ain't getting the bread. That's nasty work.
All right.
The rest of them you said. I mean, I think you definitely. I can't say you ain't covered some stuff that I've talked about personally. The Indian thing, I'm not too privy to that. I'm not, like I said before, I'm not a national politic person because I just think that shit's a fucking clown show and is they fucking with my TV programs and all that when that shit's on. Um, I'm a local politic person, state, in whatever city or borough you live in. I mean, like I said, I'm going to participate in this election. I am a registered Democrat. I am going to vote for the young lady. Trump and Trump's vice president. This is what something I've been pointing out to people. Whatever state he's from, abortion is already illegal, right? He said if they win and get in, if you're to go to the next state over and get an abortion, they'll have the right to go into your medical records. First, that's HIPAA. So I mean, HIPAA's gone. They'll have access to your medical records.
All right.
Find out where you got the abortion at, and when you come back home, they'll send you to jail. Now, some people don't believe in abortion. Some people do. Me personally, I don't give a shit what you do. If you don't want that baby, you might not need that baby. So don't just bring some kid in there that you don't need. You can go back to ancient times. Married people supposed to have sex and reproduce. Well, that ain't what we do now. We have sex for recreation. That's just what we do. And shit happens. And when shit happens, you got an option. You're either gonna keep it or you're gonna get rid of it. And if you keep it, you're responsible for it. Everybody not a responsible person. I just don't think that you should have to go to jail for about to maybe put another strain on your life, all from just having sex. So that's something I was really heavy on with that. Also, with police presence. What's the young lady name that the young lady they broke into her boyfriend's house and they shot and killed her? What's her name?
What's the name? I know you talk about a couple years ago.
Her last
There
name
been too many of them situations to know exactly what you talk about without more details.
So the thing with that is those cops just got off, and the part of Trump, he wants police to have that kind of power. My thing is, they might not be able to go to jail for life, but I feel like what they did was wrong. It is a no-knock warrant. I mean, you come in my house, I'm gonna bust your ass.
You talking about the girl from Texas that the cop just killed?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not her. That's new. This was old when the
That's why I
boyfriend.
said it's too many of these situations.
It was
to know.
it was
Not with her.
Is her name Breonna? Is it Breonna?
Breonna
Taylor?
Taylor. Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor?
Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
The rest
Oh,
because
wow.
they just let them cops off, and
Yeah, I
I'm just
saw
like,
that the other day. Copy.
I'm like, that's nasty. But this is the kind of shit like he wants law enforcement to have that kind of authority. I'm sorry, a no knock warrant is just nasty. Cause like,
But what I'm saying to you, bro, like it's still law enforcement, right? That's going down there. Let's stay in our backyard real quick, right? Because we got a fresh one. That cop right there just killed that boy in that car. We, like I said, we all heard before the tape even came out. We all heard he had a gun. We like
where the
again,
gun?
we all heard this shit verse that this man is inside a car. One dude rolled the fuck up with a fucking knife, and the knife, last time I checked, can't go through a fucking window. But
Yeah,
you slid 14 through that motherfucking window. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now it's dropped from first to third. Like it's in our own backyard.
oh yeah,
So,
for sure.
so when I look at cops, I'm looking at cops everywhere, but I'm looking at cops in Texas, what they did, a no-knock warrant, to what I do every day, taking my kids to school, driving in the street to a fucking cop now, mad because I left him, I bucked traffic, whatever. And when he get to me now, it's anger. And he supposed to be a cop, supposed to be better than mine. He supposed to de-escalate the situation. He add to the situation. What a bullshit story. And then it got backed up again in our backyard by a judge that seen the same video that we seen and feel that they in the first degree. That sounds like corporation and friendly work with me. Because why? When you look at it deeper than that, the judge had the lawyer that represented her in a fucking divorce. So again, we're talking about one individual who did some dumbass shit behind a badge that we know we need these cops for. Then in our backyard, we got the same motherfuckers with the badge doing this record shit right here that's only 10 miles away from us, not 13,000 miles away from us or 1,300 miles away from us. I'm more scared where the fuck I'm at. So that shit's going on everywhere. Like with drilling, it's going on everywhere. With politicians being in position, taking power in their own hands, going on everywhere, every state, bro. So it's like, it's not the people no more. It's the corporation saying, fuck the people. And the people is tired of it. So it's not a
Sleeves.
DRR thing, is right or wrong.
All right, Smooth, jump in. You jump back in here real quick because we're getting ready to wrap up. I don't really want to go too long.
We
This
need
is
an
the
hour.
podcast
Hey,
drop.
baby, you talk about
Podcast
great.
drop through. That's how we get you to tune back in. We don't want to do it all day. If I do it all day, you don't come back tomorrow. Smooth, you jump in there. You jump in there and you tell me what you think about what Sleeves was saying.
Well,
You only got
first of
one
all,
though. You ain't bring. Hold up, you ain't bring enough for the class. You gonna spark up one joint though. You ain't pass out, pass off.
All right,
That's
brother.
crazy.
Sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
on camera. I'm over here being bad.
I'm gonna be
Oh, yeah,
honest with
E-Block
you.
Radio Network every Monday, 2:00. The video's out. Go ahead, bro.
To be honest with you, like some of the points he made, I agree with, you know. Like I'm not a Trump guy, but you know, I wasn't somebody who just hated him either. Like I said, the position of president is really a weak one at this point. That's why the local elections is so important. But the point he made, like the one thing Trump got going for him is the border situation. So when the brother was talking about the black jobs, that's really come down to, you know what I mean, immigration. That's what that conversation really boils down to. And like, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, now I mean, like I'm not too far off on his opinion on immigration. Now I mean, period. You know, it has to be checked, or you know, like we see it up here, you know, on this East Coast, bro. Like they came in droves, bro.
They
They
a lot of
came
bus
in
loads,
droves.
yeah.
Yeah, by the
Jersey and
bus
New York,
load.
they was taking them every week, yeah.
No, they got
For real.
13,000 on the EBT card. You can't even get $250 cash from them. They got 5,000 cash on that
You
joint,
feel me?
bro. You
I'm in
understand?
Trenton. So I'm in Trenton. Trenton's a safe haven city. So you already know how that worked. Like, now I mean, they could just come here. So it's like it's a whole different. You go outside, like it's just completely different. You know what I mean? I ain't mad.
You the
I ain't
outsider,
mad.
right?
Huh?
So you the outsider make you feel like now.
Yeah, in certain situations, that's how you feel. You feel like an outsider in your own neighborhood. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you talk about the corporations, and y'all was talking about the police, see, the police union to me is like a corporation. That's big business. All this shit is business, bro.
Mhm.
And him supporting them, he support that business. You feel me? He in line with them. So automatically I'm in conflict with him because I already know they on some bullshit. They want that leeway. They want that power you about to give them. So they gonna abuse that power. To me, that shit ain't got nothing to do with race or nothing. Because there's a lot of, like I always said, you know, Hank could vouch for me. I'm playing my worst encounters with police has always been with black officers. Never white. It was always the black officers who was always on some bullshit with me. You know what I mean? Always. So I always looked at it as the police are just, you know what I mean? They own shit. And if he in line with them and they bullshit, it's just like, nah, man, I ain't really fucking with him like that. You feel me? How can I? Like, how
The
I
can
agree.
one thing, the
I
one
agree with
thing
you with
that you,
that.
the one thing that you brought up, Sleeves, that I had a problem with, because niggas have been saying this shit since they got that $600, or they got, what was it, like the 1,200. That is the shit right there that I was talking about earlier. Where niggas would be like, because I got this $1,200, that's my man. Shit was popping when Trump was the president. That's the shit that I hate. Fuck,
But
they
this is
don't. They're not talking nothing about policies. They're not talking about nothing about the way you, well, like you said, all the shit that you see, all the shit that you
but
say,
you're
all the shit
talking
that
to
matters.
illiterate, you're talking
People
to
don't
people that
focus. Hold up. People don't focus on none of that. They go instantly and straight into, I got $1,800, so that was good for me,
but
and
I
I'm
agree
gonna
with you.
continue to rock with that because I got that.
All right, but
When
you gotta remember
nobody told you
too.
that politics were set up to specifically cash you out, you
Yeah.
being
No,
whoever that is.
but my
So,
thing
so
is,
Hank,
bro, right?
oh, my bad.
It's like with every president, right? They got a slogan. If you look at it, right, what did Barack Obama give you? He gave you a Barack phone. You understand what I'm saying to you? That
He
like
gave you
again,
hope.
he gave you hope with a
He gave
fucking
you
phone.
hope.
There you go, bro. And then what's name gave you
Hope.
$35 for medical. Like you
Yeah.
only gonna remember the best good shit you ever got. We talking about a class. We like, damn,
So,
Michael Jordan won the slam dunk contest, bro. Why? He came in first place, bro. You're gonna always talk about that joint he did from the foul line with his tongue out his motherfucking mouth. You understand what I'm
so,
saying?
so,
Because why?
so, so,
That's all you
so
remember.
one thing I'm gonna credit Trump on, and listen, motherfuckers at work keep me from saying this shit. The nigga got game, cuz the nigga know how to campaign. His team is the shit. Just tell me this: how many young niggas got they first stack? They got their first stack
At
with that
18,
check with his name on it.
you hitting it right. You hitting it right on the
That's a
spot, bro.
but
The
that's
stats, the
All
guns,
that's because
everything.
the
that's a
nigga's not a
blood.
politician. The nigga, yeah,
No,
the
no,
nigga
no,
can talk.
no.
The nigga's a
But he,
businessman, so he can talk his
Let him
ass off.
go.
He can be entertaining
but
and
he
all
playing
that.
but he playing a game. And to
Let
me,
him go, bro.
Democrats don't play the game. For example, I told him when he first ran, I'm like, yo, he's gonna win. I'm sitting in the room with some powerful motherfuckers. They're like, Ryan, what you talking about? And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I'm gonna be real basic with y'all. I told him how old I was at the time, and I mentioned WWE, and I told
Yes,
him,
that's exactly where I was going.
listen, I,
Sports of the day, bro.
I
No
told him,
bullshit.
listen, I told him, I said, there's only one person that beat Vince McMahon ass. That's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm gonna tell you the second person is. It's Donald Trump. He fucked him up and he shaved his head. And I said, I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. Is a whole bunch of Americans that look like me, that's white, that's whatever, that remember that moment. We fuck with
Mm.
balls. He always, this motherfucker, I watched Little Rascals the other day. The guy, he was in that. Like the motherfucker, he gets by face recognition. And to me,
Yeah.
win.
See,
Democrats
this
don't
is
play the game.
Hey,
It's just
the
Ryan.
Democrat. This is the
it's
thing:
all
is the
game.
Democrats are playing politics, and this nigga's playing popularity. This nigga
But
is a
Ryan,
wrestling character where I'm
Bro,
gonna get out here and I'm gonna talk
you
all the
gonna vote
shit,
with
and
the
I'm gonna
same
get you to
thing.
come. Yeah, I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna talk all of the shit that you think is funny, is cool, and all of that, and I'm gonna get niggas to vote for me. It's the same shit with wrestling. I'm gonna get you to buy these fucking tickets after I
Bro,
talk all this
I
cool
but
told
are
shit.
you mad? Hey,
listen,
yo, can you be mad? Can
I
you be
told
mad?
Jordan Harris,
Well,
I
Hold
said
up.
Jordan, I said Jordan, I said, look, I said you might as well get your colleagues, right? The Philadelphia delegation. I said y'all might as well go down WrestleMania, right? And one of y'all, the youngest one, get fucking powerbombed. I said, I bet y'all won't have a voting problem again. Fuck you mean? I said, bro, y'all gonna be
yeah.
them niggas that was in the ring. People will never forget it. You can run the
Yeah.
most bullshit. This the
There you
evil.
go, right?
You can run bullshit policies. If people know what you look like and you a safe face, you gonna get whatever you gotta get
Well,
done.
yeah, that's just like I
And what he
said
just
before
said,
we.
people never forget, bro. That's why I said that you got to understand what people seen and what they heard, bro. This is what he telling you. People would never forget that. You never stepped out the motherfucking block and said, I'm going over here to go rock with them. Because why? You didn't need them. Now that you need them, it's too late. It's like a commercial right now. This commercial better because why? He been around. He's been selling these spots. He been motherfucking everywhere you turn around with somebody black, from Ali to whoever you want to say. Y'all, like I tell people, tell me one thing that man said racist out of his mouth that you heard. You can go right back to right now and find what you seen, what you heard. Fuck somebody telling you that. What you seen said, Ron, I just seen this right here. I can pull it up and say, Ron, this is what he said about us. Nobody can do it. But we've been
No,
programmed.
he was talking. He was talking
No,
crazy.
like I said, you're saying it to me right now, and I'm telling you right now, when you said to me, we have Google, we have YouTube, you cannot
Right.
race that shit nowhere. So again, I can go and say, they said Colin Harris is the first Indian, and go right to YouTube right now and pull that shit the fuck up. And now they saying she's black. I can pull that right the fuck up. You cannot go and show me that this man said, oh man, these black motherfuckers get on my fucking nerves, man. I can show you right now. I
No,
can
he
show you
said
Jesse
domestic.
Jackson.
I ain't
Watch
talking about
this.
the black one.
I can show you Jesse Jackson right now on YouTube when they thought the cameras was off, his mic was off. He talking dirty about another fucking black man named Barack Obama. You remember that?
Yeah.
People don't forget. Again, show me and tell me when people don't forget this motherfucker right
In them
here.
situations, though, I mean, this is again, like I said,
I
from the
mean,
rip.
I mean, didn't-
Just because I'm not mad. I'm not mad at one person for being mad at another person. I know there's one nigga that you don't like. There's one nigga that I don't like. Like just because we
Yeah.
both black don't mean I'm supposed to just rock with you unbiasedly. But we ran very long here. You know, we're gonna wrap this one up. I want to say I appreciate y'all for coming on. Two, we might have to turn this into something else.
Hey, listen. That's what I want though. I really want all of us to like get in person. We can sit down.
Yeah.
You know, have a couple of these. You know, a little bourbon, and just sit down and talk. Because
I'm a
I'm
white
telling
guy.
you,
I'm a white
Hey,
guy
yo.
myself. I don't like
Hey,
bourbon.
Ryan. Hey, Ryan.
Hold up. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. We can talk about that off mic. Let's end the show right here. Y'all, that's episode 153. I appreciate everybody for hitting the button. Also, don't forget, podcast link live show, October the 19th. Get your tickets now. Hit the link in my bio. At Custom Hustle World on Instagram and Custom Hustle Co. on Twitter. That's my clothing line. And at H2H Cleaning is my cleaning company. Y'all, thank you for coming on. We are out.